Hello! After 2 months of absolute nothing, welcome back to Scarlett Hollow. They finally released the 3rd episode. And it's been 2 months, so I don't know if anybody remembers. But our name is Sam. They, them, so you can plug into any gender, any person you want. I chose Sam. The name we chose Sam was because it was gender neutral. Anyway, so in the 1st episode there was ditchling. We went to blah, blah, blah. I should have rewatched my videos. I should have rewatched the last two. We went to Scarlett Hollow for our aunt's funeral. We met Tabitha. She's kind of unique. We went into town. We met Stella. She was a YouTuber with a pug. Her pug's dead now because I chose not the right option to save the dog. And they were ditchlings, white little gross looking boys. And there was the ghost of a man, or we think he's a ghost, but he keeps warning us to just get out of town because something horrible is happening, because the ditchlings are an omen of bad luck. And in the 2nd episode, which for some reason YouTube was stupid and released it before episode 1, we met the older woman who was like, holy crap, bad stuff, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. And we were doing research with Stella and female whose name I don't remember. And Markiplier the librarian talked to us, and his daughter was missing. But anyway, we ended up going to the mines. We questioned miners about some stuff rather poorly because I suck. And then Ghost Man showed up and was like, seriously man, you want to stay at the house? He was even watching us from the window, I remember. And we end up going, I don't remember if we talked to Tabitha or not, but eventually we saw Markiplier's daughter going into the mines. We go in the well, they went into the mines. We waited for Tabitha because holy crap, it's scary down there. And then the kids were like being edgy teens. And long story short, I'm pretty sure 2 of them are dead and the little girl's leg got broken. I don't remember. Okay. Let's continue. Honestly, I would honestly recommend just rewatching parts 1 and 2, or at least just skimming through them, you know? Also, I don't remember the voices exactly, but I think I'm remembering now. And I will do voices. They're not good. I've also gotten a different microphone, as you can tell. Also, if I remember something, I will just start randomly talking about it. It's like, oh yeah, I remember blah blah blah. Oh yeah, Markiplier's house is haunted, and we're going with the teens to figure out how to unhauntify it. That's what's happening. Would you like to see a recap before starting episode? Oh, there's a freaking recap! No! I just wasted 3 minutes talking! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, I just had to take a little... Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, yes, a full recap, please. Okay, here you guys go. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and CD depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Perlane Scarlett, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Welcome. Yes, her voice was kind of snotty, but not really, not that bad. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight, while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Come on! You whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot! I don't remember his voice at all. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. You dive to the flashlight and swing your body towards the woods. I said aim the damn thing. I don't remember his voice. Perfect. Wait, where's Gretchen? Where's my dog? Oh no. Sybil. Oh, Sybil's the old woman. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. From the relative safety of your cousin's uncomfortable guest bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else. But you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. But listen, you'd better stay out of trouble today. I want you home by sunset. I don't want to hear complaints. Just do what I ask and we won't have any more problems. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset. Yeah, Tabitha, we had a lot of problems. Avery. Wow, now that's some heavy stuff. No wonder Stella seems distant. I'm gonna keep my ears open for you. The diner is where everyone comes to gossip, so I hear a lot about what goes on around here. I'll let you know if anyone mentions those monsters or anything else strange or unusual. Hello everybody, it's Oscar. Have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I can't do a Markiplier voice. I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. She did. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Bruce could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. Whatever. You two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. Yeah, I don't know her voice either, I don't remember. Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask. I should have watched the videos. As you leave Tabitha's office, you take a moment to get your bearings, only to be interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears the crest of a hill. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw Mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. You pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? You know I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck in the Shaw Mine. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? Oh, whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? A man named Charles Shaw decided it was okay to use faulty wood for support struts, and the entire mine came down. A lucky few died instantly, but for most of the souls who perished here, it was slow and agonizing. Kinky. No! Edgy teens. Your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job after tomorrow morning. My dad says our house is haunted. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. Like that, but crazier. Wait a second, where'd the three of you run off to? Are you kidding me? There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, like the deep growl of a predator. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there! Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Satan's butthole. Ugh, I forgot about those things. Sam, are you alright? Oh, wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Oh no, she didn't get her leg broken. That was in my personal playthrough. Her leg got freaking crushed. The three of you managed to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw Mine, you barely even notice the dust. When you close your eyes, your thoughts drift to Alexis and Becca, terrified and alone, if not already dead. When you close your eyes, your thoughts, wake up. If I remember, I read the update file for this game. This chapter is twice as long as chapter 1 and 2. It has over 40,000, was it 40,000 or 400,000 words? One of those two, over 40,400, between 40,000 and 400,000 plus words in it. That is so much. That is why it took 2 months, if not more so time, depending on how long episode 2 came out, for them to make this game. Anyway, relax. It's just me doing horrible voices. I don't actually read out most of the dialogue options you can choose, because if you want to play the game for yourself, which you should find the link in the description below, you won't be spoiled as much. But definitely if you follow everything exactly how I'm doing it, which is statistically unlikely, it should be fine. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You manage to survive a second night in the town of Scarlett Hollow. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mine still stuck to your skin. Yeah, I'm gonna take a shower. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot, surprisingly enough, clean. As steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain, you think about someone special. Specifically, you think about... Ooh, Stella! You think about Stella, your intrepid cryptid hunting companion, and everything the two of you have been through since you got to town. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Achievement unlocked. Wash your sins away! Oh good, I love this. Time to start your day. Check on the apostle. There are 2 of them now. Wave at them. You wave down at the opossums, they look up at you. Pet them. Against your better judgment, you reach out the opossum's hand outstretched. Oh well, it was worth a shot. Maybe now they'll leave your dresser and return to nature where they belong. You look out the window. You hold your breath and approach the bedroom window. After finding that boot print and viscera in the garden yesterday, you can't help but anticipate something staring back at you. It's the same view. Every time you see that doll, your heart skips a beat. It hasn't moved, right? I'm going through everything optional. Like this episode 3 might be a 2-3-parter. Message your group chat with Stella and Kanika. You pull out your phone and open up your group chat with Stella and Kanika. You send a photo of a pained old man. It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Head downstairs. You've done everything you've wanted up here. It's time to start your day. You enter the kitchen. I thought that flower was a flower butt mark. Okay. You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Frou-Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy as best she can. Tabitha's eyes dart to the corner of the room, almost as if she's ashamed of being caught in the act of stress eating ice cream for breakfast. Address the red-haired woman. Hi, I'm Sam. She looks like... Lena? She looks like the redhead from... Lena from Stardew Valley. And the voice I gave her a long time ago. Ah, shit. Can I do a... Can I try? No, I've already been giving everybody southern accents. I don't even know if we're in the south. We're in Appalachia. That's near the south, right? What's a Canadian accent? No. Good morning. I'm Janie. Just here to do my little weekly cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie. It's so nice to finally meet you, Sam. I mean, I guess I didn't meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie. But seeing someone somewhere, meeting them face to face are 2 completely different things, I suppose. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha what with everything that's... Janie! I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. Any updates on those 2 girls? No. It's best not to think about it. They're Schrodinger teenagers sitting here thinking about how horrible it must be when we open the box isn't going to change what we find, it's going to make us miserable. My men have been working around the clock trying to dig them up. It'll probably be days before they make any real progress. Look, you did the right thing last night. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning. Bitch, you just ate a whole thing of ice cream for breakfast. Lucky you. My mom and my girlfriend would be mad at me if I did. Well, my mom would probably do it with me. My girlfriend would be mad if I ate a bucket of ice cream for breakfast. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible will end up happening, so you're coming with me. Yay! Yay! Cousin bonding time! I'm actually looking forward to spending some time together outside of life and death situations. Janie, lock up when you leave, please, and don't go rearranging anything, I'll know. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the 2 of you, impatiently tapping her foot.
Oh, Sam, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for those poor kids. I can't imagine how scared they must be.
Thanks. Last night was a lot. I'm not gonna be mystical. That's douchey.
If you ever need to talk to anyone, my husband is the local pastor. He's a gentle man and always willing to lend an ear.
Oh my gosh, I am a child of God. I must talk to the pastor. And
He's actually been going a little stir crazy ever since we moved here, with nobody really attending sermons. It'll probably do him a lot of good talk to you through your worries.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you for the offer.
Of course, he's always ready and willing to talk with people, so feel free to stop by the church anytime. The door is always open.
Have you seen anyone prowling around the estate?
I'm gonna stop the 2 of you right there.
Oh. Sam, I'm busy and not in the mood to stand around waiting while you play Nancy Drew with my cleaning lady right in front of me. We're leaving. Bye, Janie.
Alrighty then, be safe out there, you 2.
I like Janie. And I'm so glad that the cousin bonding time was a thing. Tabitha practically drags you from the estate, one hand clasped firmly around your arm. She continues to drag you all over your car, from there into town. The ride to town is uneventful, your cousin, unsurprisingly, more focused on the road than on making conversation. Yeah. Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. After everything that's happened in the past 2 days, it's just nice to go on an errand. Exactly. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her.
Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family.
Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. I'd be losing if Miles was my brother. Neither of us have siblings, so neither of us can know that. I'd like to think I have the discipline and rigor to keep my feelings to myself. We're burning daylight, come on already. Look at his noodle hair! Look at this boy! Look at those fake, I don't know, what's a Yeezy slide? I always hear kids talking about Yeezy slides. You the stupid rip-off Yeezy slides! Ugh. The bell of the general store chimes as you cross the threshold. The smell of old wood and steamy herbal tea floods your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Good morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Sam, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. Can I have some tea? Oh, sure, if you're willing to wait a bit. I wasn't expecting to entertain, so I didn't put any water on. I'll go and do that now. Never hurts to have fresh hot water on hand. Can we get this over with first? Of course, priorities. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow. Then they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with the tinkling of bells. I'm gonna chat with Miles. So, Miles, before you can finish your thought, you're halted by the tingling of bells announcing another patron. Yo! Look at that absolute unit of a man! Look at those forearms! Look at those forearms! Yo, he gives the best hugs, I can already tell. Or in this case, another 2 patrons.
Well, if it ain't Sam. Bo, this is Miss Scarlett's cousin. They were there with Stella that night in the woods.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Sam. My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy.
Hope you've been faring better since all that unpleasantness.
Things have gotten worse.
I did hear whispers about what happened at the mines last night. Sorry to hear about those young ladies. Scarlett Hollow ain't so safe this week, it would seem.
How have you been? Hanging in there?
Oh, I can't complain. I miss old Birdie, but there's nothing I can do for her now except protect the rest of my brood. Them things won't so much as step foot on my property. Now with Bo and me watching the perimeter with our shotguns and ready. We even set the missus up with her pistol.
Good thing we was watching. You ever caught Julius trying to make off with Big Betty?
As if he could carry off a nearly 2,000-pound pumpkin on his own. I'd almost love to see him try. It's not like we'll be taking her to the state fair anyway. Now all she's good for is making the world's largest pumpkin pie.
I don't think Mama had a tin big enough for the Big Betty-sized pie, Daddy.
Betty is a pumpkin?
Sure is. Probably wouldn't take it home at least a few ribbons at the state fair this year. Maybe even a world record if we were lucky. And well, my hens are more important.
We'll just have to grow an even bigger one next year, Daddy.
The land's been good to us. We sure grown big out at the Callaway farm.
Have you seen any of those creatures around your farm?
Yeah, we saw a few of those things. They got scared up before I could start shooting.
Nasty little buggers. We've all been losing sleep making sure we can keep an eye on things. It's even rubbing off on the hens. None of the little ladies have been laying this week.
You know, Daddy, I bet some big mastiff could keep them things away. This seems like just the kind of job for a guard dog.
Now don't you start again. We ain't getting a dog. I got enough mouths to feed, and as much as you say you'll take responsibility, I know it'll be me cleaning up after it. Besides, I don't have much faith those things would be stuffed by a dog. I saw more than a few of them in that nest.
They're called ditchlings. Apparently called ditchlings. It's supposed to be a bad omen.
Ditchlings?
Sounds like some old folk tale.
Suppose that suits them. As for being an omen, I believe that too. But I suppose there's not much to be done if they're forewarning some kind of disaster. Besides looking out for me and my mind. Still, I appreciate you telling me, Sam.
Nice seeing you, Duke.
It was a pleasure running to you, Sam. But we best get on with our shopping. I can't spend too long away from the farm, and what with those little devils running around.
Can't leave Mama on by herself up there for very long.
You have a good one. Hope Scarlet Hollow treats you better from now on.
It was nice meeting you, Sam. And please tell Miss Scarlett I'm sorry about her mama.
They shuffle off into the aisles. Tabitha and Sybil are still in tears. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god, hey, I overslept. I used the word no! I can't talk to the pastor now, I just used the Lord's name in vain. I'm reading the script, it's fine, I don't think my mom will be mad at. Still gotta make myself breakfast. If y'all wanna swing, you can swing by, otherwise meet at the library and figure out plan. I think I'm good. Just had a big fight, not really hungry. Gonna chill in my van for a while if you wanna hang out though. Otherwise, see you guys at library. You have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. Wait for Tabitha. I'm not gonna ditch my cousin. Your cousin will probably be back any second. It's best to just stay put. You and Miles share an uncomfortably long moment of silence as Duke and Bo continue to shop. You doing okay, buddy? I've been better. Had some trash pulls this morning. Real great cap to a bad week. What was cap? You'll get that guy you want next time. Sorry about you'll get yeah, maybe. He won't be back for like another 6 months though. Miles returns to his phone. Read something to seem busy. You pick up the closest object, a sleeve of donuts. You pretend to be engrossed by the nutrition information. 10 milligrams of cholesterol per 4 donuts. Fascinating. Miles continues to pretend you don't exist. Tabitha bursts out of the team room, tucking a pouch of herbs into her coat as she walks. She looks up at you in surprise. Wow, you actually stayed. I kind of expected you to go running off the instant I left you alone. And miss out on our cousin bonding time? Tabitha sighs. If calling this cousin bonding time is what it takes to get you to stay out of trouble, sure. I've got a couple hours to spare. I'll pick up some sodas and we can get out of here. I don't like lingering where just anyone could walk up and start talking to me. I can relate just a little bit. Tabitha leaves the store, motioning for you to follow. Follow her. Yeah, I'm hanging out with Tabitha as long as I can. Honestly, at least she's my favorite character, and I feel bad for her. She's so worried. She has so much on her plate. I just want her to be happy. Tabitha stops in front of a small house on the quiet hill just off Main Street. The Scarletts must own most of the houses out here. We rent them out to employees. Just more convenient, you know? Oh, cool. Yeah, it is cool. It's nice to have a place where nobody can bother me. That was a genuine smile! Holy shisa! Holy crap! Now come on, let's make ourselves scarce before we're spotted. I wish I took longer to acknowledge and feel it in my soul, you know? Your cousin pulls out a heavy set of keys from her pockets. She picks out one marked with a bright strip of green tape and unlocks the door. Come on in, don't worry, it's empty. Follow her. You follow your cousin into the model home. We haven't rented this one out for years. I come here to get away from it all. Does that make sense? It's kind of like a vacation home, but I don't have to travel. Anyway, make yourself comfortable and have a soda. Is it ginger ale or orange? I really like orange sodas. Tabitha hands you a cream. Oh, cream. If it was an orange cream soda, but those are events. They don't really come out all the time. Though this home, oh, this is mystical. Though this home gives the appearance of being lived in, with its furniture and lack of dust, it feels nearly as empty and barren as the estate. There's no soul in this house, only the dream of one. Talk about that. Oh, there's so many options! Do you like living here? It's the only thing I know. I mean, you visit other places, right? No, before I took over, Perline was too busy to take me anywhere. Then, when she retired, I became head of the company. I wound up in the same boat. It's not like anyone can fill in for you when you run everything. I'd like to go to the Outer Banks one day, but I guess I'll have to wait until I retire. If I ever do. Maybe when this week is over, we can go to the beach together. Yeah, maybe. I think I'd like that. Look at that smile! Aw, she's the best character! I love her! She's so cool! Oh my gosh! Can we try some of that tea you picked up? It smells nice. Nope, it's a sleepy time tea. You don't want to drink it in the middle of the day. Okay, talk about your family. Oh, there's so many options! What was your dad like? Don't know, he just up and left one day. Didn't want anything to do with us anymore, I guess. They never got divorced, just separated. He probably couldn't be bothered to fill out any paperwork, especially considering he would lose any and all claim to the Scarlet fortune if they divorced. And he'd have to pay child support for a kid he couldn't be bothered to call on her birthday. Hooray! Another member of the Deadbeat Dads Club. The Scarlet women are just too strong for most men. No, shush! Shush! I was like, wait a second, did I is Sam a woman? No, Sam is a amalgamation of all the viewers. Our moms were better off without them, I'm sure. Oh, yeah. Can you tell me about other family members? Wow, did Vivian really tell you nothing about us or her upbringing? Fine, I'll give you the brief history since she never bothered. Perline and Vivian were raised by their grandmother because our grandmother died in childbirth. Our great-grandmother, Grandma Eddie, ran the mine before Perline, then Perline took over. And now here I am, following in their footsteps. What was Grandma Eddie like? Did you know her? Tabitha is quiet for a moment, her eyes distant. Kind of scary. Her voice is quiet, she takes another sip of her cream soda. What happened to the rest of the family? Silas had a lot of kids. I read about him in the library yesterday. What am I, an encyclopedia? We have documents on this stuff in some kind of fancy family tree somewhere in the estate, but I don't have that stuff memorized. From what I can remember, our grandmother had a kid sister that died of some childhood illness. Then she died after having our moms. And I think oh, our moms are twins? Huh. And I think Grandma Eddie had some brothers, but I vaguely recall something about them fighting in World War II. One way or another, they clearly didn't stick around. As for anyone who came before the turn of the 20th century, damned if I know, that's ancient history. Remain silent. Return. Oh, there's so much options! Talk about your relationship. I can't believe we're actually hanging out. I can. It's why you came all the way down here, isn't it? What I can't believe is that I'm actually almost enjoying it. Oh, she's so pure. she's just a stressed bean. Oh, I'm so glad I chose this option. What kind of things did Perlane tell you about me and my mom? It doesn't matter what she's told anyone about you. She's dead. In a few days, we're gonna bury her in the ground. What do you really think of me? I'm glad you're here. Please don't make me say anything more than that. It's degrading for both of us. I'm really glad I came up here. Tabitha pauses as she takes a long, contemplative swig of her soda. Yeah. Are you coming ghost hunting with us tonight? Is that actually happening? Stella will be there, but so will Kanika. I doubt she'd be thrilled to see me again, but there's no point arguing with you. If you're gonna get up to any paranormal stuff, I'd better be there. Oh yes, we're going ghost hunting with her! Yay! I'd better be there to save your skin if it gets hairy. Count me in. Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh, I love her. She's so cool. I wish I had a cousin. I have cousins, but none of them are as cool as Tabitha. Oh my gosh. Thanks for taking me out here. Your phone buzzes before Tabitha has a chance to respond. Almost forgot. It's Mayor Jimmy Day. Who's a good excuse to head over to the library. We should check in with Oscar and Rosalina. Meet y'all there in half an hour. I totally blinked on that. Been having a weird foggy morning. Wild that they're still doing the Mayor Jimmy thing even after last night. You think the news has spread? But yeah, we should go see Oscar. See y'all tomorrow. Soon. Or soon. Somebody's popular. It's Mayor Jimmy Day? Ugh, what a ridiculous event. You know he's a dog, right? Did they fill you in on that little... The mayor of the town is a dog? We haven't had a human mayor in Scarlett Hollow since at least the early 1900s. We've been a dog mayor town since then. Tabitha, this is so beautiful. This is the best game this is the best graphic novel game. I would read the shit out of a graphic novel series. I would spend $300 if they made a Kickstarter of a graphic novel series of this game. Everyone knows it's our family that holds the power in this town. Still, sounds like it could be kind of fun. Even I can admit it's funny watching everyone fawning over the little guy in his mayor getup. Yeah, count me in. We can finish our sodas and head over. Tabitha's so cool! I can fix her! I can fix her! I love her! She's so cool! I would totally have her as a sister. Oh, the adventures we would go on! Because Sam is a different character than me. Sam is a different personality than me, I would say. But me and Tabby, oh my gosh, that'd be the adventure dream team. Oh! How do I look? It's been a while since I've been out in public like this. I'm kind of nervous. Angrim. Oh, what's a Karen voice? Excuse me, Miss Scarlett. Can I help you? What the hell do you think you're doing down here, grinning like a buffoon while my Becca is trapped in your mine? What exactly are you doing trying to dig her out? I don't see you lifting any rocks. What? I've got my guys working around the clock to get her out of there. I don't see what me running a couple errands in the morning has to do with... I don't want to hear it! You should be up there right along with them. It's your damn fault she even managed to get in there. Why wasn't the entrance more secure? You were asking for something like this to happen. Whatever happens, I will be pressing charges. Do you want involuntary manslaughter to be one of them, or do you want to get your ass moving? It's Becca's fault she's got stuck in there, not Tabitha's. Your daughter is the one who decided to wander into an abandoned mine. Maybe you should have kept a closer eye on her. Yeah, what legal grounds do you think you even have? There are signs. The place is boarded up. I did my legal duty, and you don't have a leg to stand on, so don't try to threaten me. I will find a lawyer. You know how to nail you for everything you're worth. Mark my words. Those are children in there! How can you be concerned with anything but their well-being, you heartless cow? If anything at all has happened to my baby in there, you'd better be scared as hell for what's gonna happen to you and your precious family business. These guards have sat in their big comfy castle for too long. It's time somebody took you people down for your reckless way to run the place. Excuse my potty mouth, but what a bitch. I know she's worried about her child, but holy crap. I understand why Becca's such a pushover. Her mom is a horrific lady. She seems like the kind of mom to threaten. You're not doing good in school, you're depressed, I'm gonna take away all your electronics, your books, and your bed, and your door. Like that, you know, the type of parent who actually thinks it's a smart idea to take away somebody's door or their games. It's like, yeah, that'll teach them, taking away their privacy and outlet so they don't become more depressed. That's the type of woman she is. The woman storms off just as quickly as she stormed in. God damn it, she's right. I can't just hang out around town the day after something like that. It doesn't look right. I should be up there, even if it's just to oversee what's going on. If I'm supposed to run this place, I've got to get my head in the game. I can't slip up like this again. Top of the straight sides straining up. Her scowl returns. Stay out of trouble. I'll see you at the library tonight. Oh, thank goodness she's still coming. Your cousin turns and heads back to her car, leaving you alone on Main Street. Go to the library. You enter the library alone. It's busier than usual, and a small crowd is formed in a corner of the main foyer. Yes, you're here! Hey. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Sam to the mayor for, like, the entire time I've known them. It'll be worth it. Trust us. Alright, shall we? Hell yeah, we shall. Yep, he's a dog! You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he has been elected to. You haven't met the serious man by his side, but you have to assume that he's the mayor's handler. He holds out his paw as if for you to shake your hand. Shake paw. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. You reach forward to take the mayor's little paw in your hand, but his burly security detail stops you. Security goon.
No paw shaking, only head pats and ear scratches allowed.
I'm so glad no one ruined the surprise. This town has had a dog as a mayor since the early 1900s. That's just how we do things around here for some reason. It's the best part of living in Scarlett Hollow besides the nature. And all my friends and Winnie's biscuits, oh, and the close-knit small-town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth, no contest.
All right, you've had your turn with the mayor. Now move along and keep the line going. Only I can touch his feet. And by the way, I know you were up at the mine collapse last night. I may be off duty, but I'd be remiss if I didn't let you know that I've got my eyes on you. All of you. Let's hope the rest of your stay in town is a little less conspicuous.
Yeah, alright.
Great, I'm glad we could come to an understanding.
Sam, Deputy Franklin is a cop, just in case you didn't know. Stella and Kanika quickly shuffle out of the room ahead of you, leaving you to follow them. I gave him a Mort voice, if you couldn't tell. It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before you can catch up, some twink shows up. You're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Oh, okay. It's hard to put a finger on it, but something compels you to dislike this man. It's because I'm mystical. I'm one of those girls who looks at the star sign.
I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Sam. Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now.
I gave him Herbert the pervert voice. Well, thank God, I've been hoping to find a priest.
I like your gumption. I can't even remember the last time someone around these parts actually wanted to find me. Is this about Pearlane, or perhaps her mother?
No, Oscar's place is haunted.
Oh, like a Scooby-Doo episode or something? I'm afraid I don't buy into that particular notion. It's a bit too spiritualist. Now, for the vision of one of his parents trying to contact him from heaven, I could understand that.
It isn't.
But I simply don't believe in malicious spirits lingering neither in heaven nor hell, jumping out of closets to scare us. I'm sure there's perfectly reasonable explanation for whatever it is he saw.
You should come ghost hunting with us tonight then and prove it's not a haunting. The blood drains from his face as he gulps nervously.
Oh, I promised my daughter I would watch VeggieTales tonight, so I'm afraid I have plans.
He's not exactly the image of Christian youth pastor as I have had, but he's alright, I guess. I give him a creepy voice.
Let me know if you see anything strange. I'd love to hear your account of this supposed haunting. In fact, here's my card.
He hands you a business card.
Call me if you need me.
Janie mentioned you this morning.
That woman is the light of my life. I'm so glad she's there to help your cousin through this rough patch.
I should go. It was nice meeting you, though.
Of course, and if you find yourself in need of counseling or spiritual guidance, you know where to find me.
That sounds lovely, thank you.
Really? Oh, that's great. Sorry, I just don't usually get positive responses when I ask folk if they want to come up to the church. Anytime that works for you, just swing by. I'm sure I'll be around. It was lovely to meet you, and have a blessed day, Sam.
Yeah, I need some spiritual protection. I got my mysticism, my voodoo and hoodoo, and I just need some protection from Jesus. The pastor leaves you to be and joins the line to see the mayor. Nothing to do now but to catch up with your companions. Go after them. 40 minutes. Usually the episode would have been over by now. Holy cannoli. Oh! I'm straight, but Oscar, the dad bod is on point today. I hope my dad never watches any of this. You find them already talking to Oscar deeper in the library. Are you sure we can't just get it over while the sun is up? I don't know if I can handle getting scared shitless in the dark 2 nights. Oh, she cursed! I can say the F word if it comes up in the script. I can say the F word. I can say the F word if it... I've accidentally said it before, but I gotta purposely say it if it's in the script.
Hey everybody, it's Oscar. I wish we could, especially since I'm not particularly excited about going back in there after dark either, but I'm pretty sure it only comes out when the sun goes down.
Yeah, there's no way I'm going in until that spirit is at full power. I want to be sure we get the best evidence possible. This could be my one shot to get real proof of ghosts. I'm not going to waste it just because I'm impatient. Y'all are going to be the death of me. And you're sure there's nothing we can do for Rosalinos right now?
I don't think so. She's been locked up in the back room all day, and I haven't been very interested in talking to anyone. I think the best that we can do is stick it to the plan. Ghost bust the house clean, and give her a real bed to sleep in tonight. I just hope it's possible to get rid of this thing. This is a pretty serious ghost infestation. Is that what you call something like this?
I believe it's called a haunting, but ghost infestation also sounds good. I suppose we're the ghost hunters, so we can call it whatever we want. If you're just listening to the... As this goes, if you're just listening to the episode instead of watching it, she's got a little, like, ghost outfit on, Stella, and it's actually absolutely just adorable. Anyway, I'll be bringing all the ghost hunting supplies anyone could ever need, so we should be set on preparations. The only thing y'all need to bring is an open mind.
We could always call the pastor if things get sticky.
No, I don't think that will be necessary. Yeah, let's leave that creepy pastor out of this. Something tells me things would just get worse if he showed up.
I once saw the man having what looked like an honest-to-goodness conversation with a squirrel. I don't think he's all there.
Well, if you're not doing the hunt, now I guess we should head over to Teresa's? Absolutely, come on Sam, time to go bother our friend.
I'm gonna get back to it. See y'all tonight.
Time to go.
So I finally met Pastor Dan.
Why do they look so worried? He was a nice guy. He was kind of unnerving, but... I figured as much after you suggested calling him for the ghost hunt. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop following these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many.
That's all I have to say, really. I met him. He has been met. I have no opinions on the man.
Wow, really? I always thought he makes a memorably skin-crawling first impression. He's a nice man. He's just misunderstood, just like Tabitha. Oh, I have a type, don't I? I have a character type I really like, huh? Misunderstood but creepy. Or mean. Misunderstood as creepy or mean. Yeah, he has the tendency to stick in people's minds for one reason or another, and they're almost never good reasons. The man was grinning through all of my dad's funeral. As far as I'm concerned, he's a ghoul. And I don't mean that in a stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him, and that tells me to get away from him. That's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. Oh, before I forgot, I invited Tabitha to the ghost hunting. You invited her? Even after last night? I mean, if anything, I thought she was actually pretty helpful. Good call, Sam. I can't wait to hang out with her more. Kanika sighs. Yeah, Kanika, you're kind of my least favorite character. Like, I don't care for you, but I don't hate you. It's kind of a middle ground. All right, it happened. Let's not get into it. If we're lucky, she'll be too busy at the mines to even show. Ah, don't say that, Neeks. If we're lucky, she will show, and the two of you will finally get along. Who is Avery? What about inviting Avery? Oh yeah, totally. I don't know why I hadn't thought of that. I'm sure they'd get a hoot out. Oh yeah, Avery! Yeah, Avery's cool. They're pretty cool. They're a cool dude. They are. I don't want to. They are a cool dude. I live in Idaho. Okay. This is the first time in a game or in life where I had to say they them to people. Yeah, I can't say I mind having a calming presence with us tonight. We won't be much help to Oscar if we start jumping out our own shadows. Cool, I'll text him on the way over to Reese's. I am getting a gang together, and I love it. Alright, shall we head out? The three of you leave the library for early dinner at Reese's. And that is where we're going to leave this episode off. This is amazing. I love this game. I love you. I need to save. I'm going to save. Yep. Okay. Return. Thank you for watching this episode. The next episode will be coming out the day after this episode is released. I do not know when that will be. I'm planning on recording all of episode 3 at once. I am going to get ice cream in 2 hours. But thank you for watching. If you like the video, like and subscribe. I've never said this at the end of the video. I love you. Goodbye.